Hey guys, welcome back to Taskman, where I attempt to complete all of RuneScape one task at a time. Hope you enjoy the video. So at the end of the last video, I ended up at the Dominion Tower. I am currently up to 157 of the 450 that I need. So I am 1/3 of the way there. I'm going to be just continuing to do endurance mode until I get to the 450. This being because then I can get Dominion Tower pages. So yeah, we will see when I get when I get all these bosses done. So here I just got another journal page. Yeah, we are slowly going through this place. I am up to like another 20 or so from there, so like 170. I'm gonna start. I was told that climber mode gets you the most pages, so I'm gonna do climber mode until I get enough points to, or enough pages to finish the journal, or 450 bosses, whichever comes first. Here I just reached 200 bosses, so we are a little over halfway. Or actually almost halfway, because I need to get 425 or 450. Here's my 6th journal page. So here I just got pages 7, 8, and 9. And then a bunch of other items that you can use for here, but I'm just going to turn them all into XP. But yeah, these are going to go into the journal. And that brings us up to 9 of 20. So here I just got my 10th journal page. So here I just got my first bomb reward, which is needed for the tier 4 Dominion marker. So here I just got my 11th journal page. Hell yeah. Here's page 12. Here I just reached 300 boss kills, unlocking stage 3. I just need another 150 kills. Here's page 13. Here's pages 14 and 15. Hell yeah. And then I'm also putting these into attack because that's actually closer to a level. Here's page 16. So here I just got a Dominion crossbow, which are apparently tier 90s. That's kind of cool. I have never had a tier 90. Then I come to find out that they can't be used outside of the tower, so this is literally pointless for me. Here's page 17 and 18 and a couple other items. Little under 100k from a 94. So here I just hit 400 boss kills, so now I just need 50 more to go. And then I have the Dread Nips. Here's page 19. Here I just got the final Dominion page required for the journal. And this is also probably going to get me 94 attack. And it is. Hell yeah. 5 to go. Here I'm about to unlock the Dread Nips, so now I can go back down the tower and unlock them. And I can also unlock all the bombs, or all the Dominion markers that I've gotten so far. So here's stage 1, 2, 3, Dominion mines. Oh, I don't have the money right now. And then Dread Nips. Hell yeah. Here I'm gonna be getting the final achievement for the desert hards. And then after this kill, I am going to be going and claiming the desert hards as well. So here I'm claiming the task set. And that is instantly going into agility. So returning back to regular tasks, and not one that I accidentally skipped through, my next task is unlock a necromancy ability. So here I'm buying the spectral scythe. So I'm gonna see if I already have this one. I'm not sure if I do. So this is a journal that I do not have yet. So I'm gonna be having to do Archgleicor next. I am starting there at 320 KC for regular mode, which is what I'm probably going to do until I start getting better gear. So yeah, let's see how long it takes me to get and how much I make. Here I just got the journal on the first kill. I'm assuming that this was a new achievement added, because I've never seen this before this. But I got it on the very first kill. So, yeah. Okay. Dragonkin Laboratory unique. That should be very interesting. So before I start the ED2 runs or Dragonkin Laboratories, because it says that I can put it as a placeholder, but I am not doing that. I am just gonna tough through it and learn the bosses and just learn it with my clan. But before I do that, I need to cook up a bunch of food, because my food situation is kind of bad. All I have is Menefos food, which is not gonna last me very long with bosses. Here I just got my first kill on Astalarn. Here I just got a couple achievements for Blackstone Dragon, or Vurak Lith. I got the fire outside the frightful, the black stone dive bomb attack, or bombing run, which I just got carried for those because I literally did nothing. I ended up dying, but it's a learning experience, so yeah. Here I just got my first Blackstone Dragon, and the first collection item being the Draconic Energy. Shout out to these guys for helping me out. But yeah, that is my first Dragonkin Laboratory unique. So yeah. next I gotta do Shadow Reef. Here I just got my first unique, being the journal from the Necromancer. I have no idea what that is, but I got it. So next is the Temples of Amanishi. So here I just got the Blackstone Heart from the Shadow Reef as well. Upon further inspection, I already have a Temple of Amanishi unique. So I can just instantly mark this off. I have no idea how I got this, but I have one. That skipped one. So next, I will be going to finish the hard wilderness tasks. So here I'm starting with the one of the contracts to do one of the wilderness things. I just got, and then I also got 105 Constitution. This here is the final strike worm for the contract. Sorry, this is, I kind of had like a bunch of clips where I lost the voice for them, so I'm just having to do voiceovers for them. So yeah. Here I'm getting the trying to get the achievement for killing KBD with all black stuff. The first one was non-instanced, and then the second one was instanced. I realized that it had to be instanced. Here we get the Tormented Wraith, and then I also attempt to do the what potion here, but then I didn't realize that it was not considered wilderness once you're in the shadow realm. So here we remake the potion and then also claim the rewards for the wilderness hard task set. And then, of course, well, actually,
This time I was trying to decide on a different skill to put my stuff in. And I actually went with Hunter. Once I actually do decide to get 88 Hunter, since it gave me two lamps. So then I can actually return back to regular tasks, and we head to Menaphos to start doing um, city quests. I kind of just skip most of the quests in editing and just go straight to where I get the actual gem. Um, so yeah, especially with me having the clips mess up and lose audio. So yeah, it just makes it easier for me to edit. So here we roll and get the new task, which is going to be tooth creatures, or to obtain a tooth creature from the Tooth Fairy. And then, of course, I open up all the um, Menaphos offerings at the chance of for the 10 onyxes. And then we come back to Menaphos and get one of the cats for one of the passive tasks, because there's a bunch of different passive tasks that will never come up as achievements to get on Taskman. Which, I will be honest, I am really bad at actually working on the passive tasks. I would like to get better at doing them over time. And then here I'm heading into I'm at the Tooth Fairy, um, trying to obtain the Tooth Pet. So, out with obtaining this pet, and being so far progressed through the mediums, I figured, since I'm have mostly just collectible items like house items left for the tasks, I opened up the hard tier. So this is a pivotal moment for the account, with me opening up the hards. Um, at some point in the future, we will eventually be tasked with like stuff like getting 99s or master capes. Um, but yeah, um, here we are going to be rolling. So this is something that I already have done. So then we are going to be heading and doing the hard underworld tasks, which is a big upgrade for the account as well, because that gives me infinite teleports to the ritual site in So, and then there I'm getting the first achievement for obtaining a ghostly imp while wearing ghostly. Um, Cooking a ghostly soul. Crafting a fungal bow strap, and then crafting some runes. And then that's going to be the final task for the hard tier. Back to the normal of always agility. So here I'm going to have to head back to Revenants, probably, I think, and kill them unless I got a different one. I will be starting them at 3674. It's really funny that that is so pointless. And then we get our first duplicate of the trip with a Dragon Spear Corrupt. At 3804. And then we get a Dragon Plate Legs Corrupt. Followed up with a Armadillo Totem. One thing that I do like is just that, and then here we get the new item of being the Zuriel Staff. I get it at 3914, but I was getting ready to say, one thing I do like is just how much money you can bring in between with these random tasks. This is still me doing like voiceover, so I'm trying to like voiceover as it goes, but I can't tell what remember what's next, so here I'm going to be turning in Bob's collar to him at the Mage's Shop in Birthrope. Then here I gotta attempt to disassemble a living creature, which I apparently already had the achievement, so I didn't actually get the achievement. But we did it. So then here I can just mark off the staff that I just got in the Chaos Elemental log as well. And then we have to head over to Jad Fight Caves, which before I even was there, I had anxiety. But in the future, I'm going to have to return because I didn't get the I Say a Little Prayer achievement. I missed the very first prayer, and I was kind of annoyed with myself because I should not have missed it. So there we get the heal or no heal and all of the speedrun achievements for Jad. I gotta say, it feels really weird seeing 2 fire capes in the bank. I never thought I was gonna make it to 1. I can finally unlock Kiln. But yeah, here I'm going to be buying the Necronomicon because it's just cute. And then we gotta go and obtain the Of Guthix title, which is going to be a grind. I do have a bunch of fragments from the past when I was trying to obtain this. And I also have a bunch of the Elder ones in the bank. But yeah. We're going to be just doing the best tier energy that I can and going with it. Here we're also going to be making a little bit of progress on the ports, which is rare sites, but it's got to be made. And then here I actually realized that I'm about halfway through all the achievements in the game, which is a huge, huge accomplishment, and it just feels great.
Oh, it was just a regular training. Here's gonna be 90 divination, and then also with that, it unlocks the next tier of memories. And it also unlocks the next port adventurer. So hell yeah. And And then with that, I'm still at 68 Chronicle Fragments. I still need 32 more. So I might just deposit these and we'll go from there. Once I hit 100, then we will be getting it. But I'm gonna... So also with the 90 divination, I'm going to be crafting the luminous energy ward, allowing me to get the maximum XP from the luminous energy. So here I just found a fly dragon, which is one of the items for the Menaphos journal. So here I got the fruit fly during this inventory. So that's another insect off the book. Hell yeah. I am still sitting at 72. I have probably gotten 150,000 XP since my last Chronicle. So yeah, this is going to take a while. I have no idea when I'm going to get this, but we will see. So here I'm going to be turning in the first 72 Chronicle fragments that I have. And then once I just feel like at this point I've gotten to the point that I feel like I'm not getting them at all. So I wanted to turn them in just in case that was why I'm not really getting them. So I will return when I get the last 28. And I'll be back at the altar again. So here I just unlocked tier 6 for the Imperial District, unlocking me the bank chest. Next I'm going to do the merchant while I'm here. And then I will probably just keep rotating these back and forth until I get all of them to like 6, 7, so on. So here's going to be 91 divination. I am really glad that I did go to turn in the fragments because I learned that the item has a soft cap of 30. So I don't even know how I was even getting the ones that I got, but I've gotten 10 since turning them in, and it's been 150,000 XP. So yeah, I just need 18 more, and then I can turn in the rest to Gothics. So here, my final Chronicle fragment needed for the title just spawned. So in one moment, I'm going to go to the shrine and obtain the title. So here, I'm going to be turning in the rest of the Chronicle fragments, unlocking the Of Gothics title, and with that, I'm going to end this video. In the next one, I'm going to roll the task. Hey guys, I just want to say, if you made it to the end, thank you. Make sure to like, subscribe, come check me out on Twitch, so follow there. I also have a Discord server that I'm trying to get going, so if you guys want to come join there, hang out, you're more than welcome. Thank you. Bye.